What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. As always, hope you guys are having a beautiful day. In today's video, I want to talk to you guys about, why people become jealous of us. And if you guys have, friends or just right now at the time or at the moment, people who, it could be even your own family, guys, who, look down on you or don't want you to succeed or think that you're not going to make it. You guys have to understand, guys, that like I said, when we find our purpose, when we find our path, when we have God with us, guys, and God shows us, gives us that wisdom, gives us, everything that we need us to guide us to become the best person we can become. There's gonna be people who are gonna, want their goal or their task is gonna, to bring you down, and it's not. Like I said, guys, is their inner demons, is how the devil using their vessels to bring you down from that purpose. But they try to bring you down, and when they try to bring you down, guys, you guys realize how, once they bring you down, they say that, you agree with them, like you're not gonna be anything, or you're not gonna get to the point where you wanted to get. They they don't bother you no more, or they don't look down at you no more, because they already got what their goal was, which was to bring you down, bring you back to zero. But if you guys realize, the more you guys, go through that path and progress and become a better person, the more they're gonna, fight to bring you down. They can be, they can talk about you to other people, talk bad about you. They can try to encourage you to sin, try to, be there for you as a good friend, but they'll use you, or they'll try to bring down your energy. They'll try to, make you depressed, put you in a situation that can, get you in trouble, bring you down from the purpose, pretty much. But like I said in one of my videos, guys, the reason to, why some people, like I said, it's sometimes when you focus on your, your inner spirit and build a relationship with God. And like I say, if you guys go to a party, you walk into that party, and there's people that just always look at you, or in a bad way, or they'll have something to say about you. It's because they can see, they're not seeing you as a person. Well, they're seeing you as a person, but they're seeing more than just that. Their spirit is seeing that, you're becoming a better person. That's if you realize, guys, especially in relationships, have you realized, when you're moving on, there's some people, especially the, relationships that the toxic people that you've got over, they'll try to come back, and they'll try to, get you back to go with them, or they'll never want to see you happy. They'll never want to see you move on. You can be with someone else, and they'll always, stalk you. They'll always, they'll laugh at you, or they'll do anything to ruin the relationship, ruin the friendship. It can be friendship, relationship. They'll try to do that because, like I said, when someone's toxic, they're just full of sin. They're a toxic person. You should never surround yourself around anyone who's toxic, because they're only gonna bring you down. And if you guys realize, one thing that I realized, guys, when you're dealing with a toxic person for so long, those toxic traits that person has starts to kind of go into you, meaning that in your next relationship, in your next friendship, those traits are gonna start to come out of you, and you're not gonna realize it because you've never been that type of person. Meaning that before you went through all those toxic traits, you used to be like, well, I would never want to be toxic, this, that, and that. But toxic has just been so normalized in this generation that when someone becomes toxic, it's almost like attractive to some people. Some people like toxic people. Some people like, just problems. And that's just because, those people are just normalizing their sin. That like I said, guys, it's just like a routine. They're used to it. It's what they want. When they get someone that treats them good and is a good part in their life, they're gonna not want them, because they're just so used to what they go through that, they push away good and receive bad, because they think that, receiving bad is what they deserve. Sometimes, guys, there's people who guilt themselves of going through toxic relationships, toxic friendships, they guilt themselves. They think it's their fault. So when that new person comes in, that good person that wants them to do good, they'll tend to push them away because they don't. It's been so long that they've been going through all this negativity that it's almost like I said, guys. Like if you go to school, you wake up, it's muscle memory. Your body's already used to waking up a certain time because you gotta catch the bus or you gotta catch, go to school, catch your first period, your first class. Like it's kind of like that. Like you're used to it, and just toxic traits in general, guys, is just not something that benefits no one. Especially when someone is toxic, it just brings their own ego down because there's no benefit to being toxic. The toxic is just it's just it's a sin that the devil's normalized for us and we've normalized. But jealousy is part of being toxic. There's like I said, guys, I know you guys have like toxic friendship, that there's friends that always judge someone, and it could be playing around, but still like in the bottom of their heart they mean it. Meaning that you could be people like those people who just say little comments to bring people down, make fun of their outfits, make fun of what they're wearing, make fun of just something, and they could be joking around, but some people don't realize that words are some words, they're hurtful. Words are very powerful, especially when you never know what that person can go through. It's like maybe that person's already having a bad day, right? And they go to a party and they receive a bad compliment. That could have just been that last straw for them to just break down or fall into depression, fall from their purpose. So that's why, guys, it's just always important to just try to compliment, try to be nice to somebody, even if you don't know that person. Well, you guys don't realize, words, a simple compliment, just complimenting something they have or just something can really make somebody's day. I remember, guys, I went to the store and there was this old lady and I had complimented her shoes. And just the biggest smile on her face, guys. And the reason why I complimented her because she looked by herself, and I always had a thing that when I see a girl, well, not a girl, but just an old elderly person, it could be a guy or girl, by themselves, especially eating, guys. I don't know. It's just me personally. I feel like some of you guys watching, you guys know what I'm talking about, or you guys feel the same way. Just seeing an elderly person eat by himself has always just really I don't know, it just hit me. It's just it's kind of like sad, you don't. It's like you want to just go up to them and just sit down with them and talk to them or something. But yeah, I had her compliment her, guys, and the biggest smile on her face, and that honestly brought a smile to my face. And I was going through my little issues, problems at the time, but just hearing her happy kind of brought me also up. And that's what it is, guys. Helping others also helps you, also helps each. It's like it's almost like a mutual thing. Complimenting someone, even if they don't compliment you back or if you don't receive what you gave them, you still you when you do a favor out of your heart, your heart feels full of joy when you see those people happy. But that's why it's important, guys, to just spread positivity. There's no reason to spread negativity, because that only brings problems to this world, just issues, drama. There's a lot of drama everywhere, and just jealousy is just something that has just been very normalized. There's people who will never want to see other people succeed, especially in relationships, friendships. I've heard a lot of people, especially when they get treated, like, I hope they do bad, I hope this, that. There's even crazy people who go into doing witchery to like get them to never find love or never move on from them, always remember them. It's just those people, like I said, guys, they're so used to their sins, they're just so full of sin that they think what they're doing is is not something, it's not a problem. But those people don't realize that you're hurting a whole nother person, guys, and it can only take one person to change, pretty much, like, do a big impact in this world for a better. So say, guys, there's someone with a big purpose that, they're here to make this world a better place. And back then they have their problems and they put depression on them. People wished bad on that person, and now they're falling into depression, falling into drugs. That's what the devil wants, but that's not what his purpose was, and he just pretty much fell from his own purpose. So that's why it's always important, guys, to just be nice to one another. Never have hate, always forgive. Doesn't matter what they do to you. I've been through a lot of people who switch up, people who just do hurtful things to me, but you just have to learn how to forgive them and move on. Because once you forgive them, guys, you no longer have those worries about those problems. You just let it go. You find peace and you just move on with your life, and just life gets better. But just like I said, guys, just try to spread positivity, and just jealousy, like I said, just try not to judge people. Try not to look down on people. Don't wish bad on people. Just, even if it's your enemies, God said, guys, if in order for him to help us, we can't, have hate on people. We have to forgive as well, because God forgave us from our sins. So we have to learn how to forgive others for their sins that they did to us, or hurtful things that they did to us. But I hope you guys like this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. And you guys have a beautiful rest of your day.